Food. Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp.
Watch. Find the bird.
Okay.
Light.
Go. Oh yeah.
Remove.
Fly time.
Protect.
Nice specialty. I'm honored. Steady now.
Juice. Don't spill.
Thank Gallium. Which is awake.
Ready. This is serious. Serve.
On it.
Finish.
Nice. Wow.
Why not? Adjust. That'll do.
It's a me.
Keep it up.
I win. You chose well. Act quickly now.
Roll. Escape.
Yes, no.
Peel. Ready. Erase S and X. I did it. Cover it. Adjust.
High five.
My turn. Faster. Take a seat. Look at me. Happy to. Watch. Find the dessert.
Oh! Womp womp.
Protect.
Nice specialty. Come on.
Light.
Hey, yo. Real cool. I'm in. Boss time.
Juice.
challenge.
Adjust. Heal.
Great.
Escape. Knock them down.
Womp womp.
Cover it. I win. Radius over. Attacked.
Gee, womp womp.
Light. You see that? I'm up. Take a seat. Need.
Womp womp. Ah.